Welcome to Lone Oak Farms FS17. We're using the US Midwest Seasons Geomod, and we're on day 2 of year 1. As you can see, we have different equipment in stock. I'm going to keep this Let's Play going along with everything else I'm doing on Farming Simulator. I'll give you a quick overview as to what we've done. I gotta get this guy over onto field 43, is it? I think. Let me take a look at the overlay map. 45. So we did the gold nugget hunt, but we didn't take out a loan. The loan was paid off when I started the game. I found the gold nuggets. We started from there. I purchased fields 34 and the Lone Oak field 49, and we had a slight issue here. I don't know quite what happened, but 49 is getting plowed up right now. I have to finish putting down the second state of fertilizer for this because it messed it up. This fertilizing field 44 and jump fields as usual on this map, but we're gonna get to it here and see how far we can actually get this one to go. I'd like to keep this as long as possible, along with Ballin Creek Estates. So both the grass fields have been fertilized. The field I'm on right now, which is 35, we're going to cut that once, and then it's going to get converted. We're going to plow it under, and we'll use that for an arable field. Hopefully my stream holds out. We'll see what happens. We will have animals by the end of the first year. We're going to start out with sheep. They're the easiest ones to start out with. They only need grass and water, so we'll bale up a decent amount of grass bales. We'll sell the, not grass bales, hay bales. And then we'll store as many as I can. Go from there. Hey, Epic for real, what's up, my dude? How are you? Good afternoon to you too, Tanya. How are you, man? Hope everybody is enjoying their Thursday afternoon. It's a gorgeous day here in Connecticut. It's about 78-ish degrees. There's a nice breeze blowing, low humidity. Better than it was this morning when I left work, that's for sure. It was nasty when I left work. Good. Sorry to hear that, Tanya. It is not on the list of fun things they have to deal with, that's for sure. So this field is going to be the only one that gets a this second stage of fertilizer, because like I said, it jumped the fields. This is not the way I wanted to do this. I was going to I fertilized it and plowed it, and then I wanted to sow it, but like I said, the worker jumped the field, so artificial idiots at their finest. So we'll have to just roll with it on this one. The seeder that I bought does seed and fertilizer, so when I sow the field, it'll get its final state of fertilization. And the other 2 fields that I have will get done the right way. We have one case 1455 on the farm. I sold everything else that you started with, the case 1660s, I think they are. Sold the case headers, the Capello corn headers, replaced them with the New Holland TC590s for 2. We have a T5 for doing basic grunt work around the farm. That's going to be responsible for the spraying, and the 1455 I've been using to put down the solid fertilizer. And we have a T7 with the Weaver plow up on field 49 there, plowing away. So I hope the stream lasts as long as possible here. So far so good. My day was not bad there, Epic. Thank you for asking. I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. My day was tiring. I work 3rd shift, so I go to work at 11 o'clock at night, and I'm home right around, normally I'm home right around 8 o'clock, a little bit after. And I got home at 10 o'clock this morning, because I had to leave work, run errands, go satisfy the landlord. I don't mean that in any kind of dirty way either. And I finally, I've been trying to download this map for the last, I don't know, week. And it downloaded probably about 20 times, and it got all the way to 100% and then reverted back to 0. And I gave up. And I come home this morning, finally, after getting home, after running around, and started up FS17, and it was loaded. So I was like, sweet. I'm a little tired there, Tanya. I can operate on like 4 to 5 hours worth of sleep, and I'm fine. I got Tuesday night, I got about, I don't know, 3 hours worth of sleep before I had to go to work, and I was fine all night. So insomnia sucks. Plus I feel like when I'm sleeping I'm wasting time, so I know it's weird. Where is... Yeah, he's cruising right along there. He's almost half done with the field. Hey, Noel, what's going on, my dude? How are we doing today? I'll be busier tomorrow and Saturday for sure. We only have, I did the gold nugget search off screen, so I'm doing alright, Noel, thank you. I did the gold nugget search, So that's part of why I was able to replace most of the equipment on here. I did not leave myself enough for a vehicle or a small transport trailer. That's going to be in the future works. So I'm just going to wing it from here. I do need to buy a baler wrapper though. Forgot to buy one of those because I am going to do silage work. I'm running the map at 5x speed. I'm on a 6-day seasons rotation. I'll go a couple hours here. I actually have to fix my spectacles. They broke in half last night on me. So I have to get out the old solder iron and take them apart and solder them back together so I can see. Otherwise I'll be facing a very high and mighty fine if I get pulled over by the PD. I don't give them a reason to pull me over, but you know, there's always one that has to be a super trooper, so I don't need a ticket. I'll get those fixed. I'll be able to see when I'm driving down the road. I can see without them. I can see objects and signs and crap like that. I just can't read the words. I know if somebody pulls out in front of me or somebody walks out in front of me, that I can see. I have a slight astigmatism. I'm nearsighted. And then I have to fix the missus' glasses too. She had some issues with hers. Oh, our oldest is like that, Tanya. He's got 2 pair of glasses because he thought he lost one and then he found them after he got the new pair. So I tried those on him. He's worse than the wife and I are combined. I lucked out. The wife and I lucked out because we share almost the same identical prescription. So if my glasses go in MIA, I can borrow hers temporarily. I do Epic. I am on a 500 gigabyte PlayStation. I stream as much as I can. Right now I'm on my hotspot. I was hoping to get my internet turned on today, but it's not going to happen. It's looking like it's still another 4 weeks away. Life gets you right in the ass sometimes, and things don't go the way you want. So. I'm trying to make a part-time job out of this. Well, mine doesn't get shut off a lot. It's just I fell behind on one bill, and then the rest started accruing, and the others were more important than the internet. So it's a want, it's not a need. I got my phone, it's got a hotspot, I use it to my ability, or my advantage. I apologize for the poor stream quality though. I can only broadcast at 360p on my hotspot. It's kind of grainy, but it's not too bad. Yeah, that it is, Tanya. On top of that, they're screwing us. When we first got internet, we did it because the kids needed it for school, for their Chromebooks, so they could do their homework. We finally broke down and got it, and the internet company's like, well, we can, as a new customer, we can cut you a deal at $60 a month for the first 12 months, and then it'll be regular price. And I'm like, well, I only want high-speed internet. Well, you'll be paying regular price for high-speed internet unless you get the deal. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Yeah. Then the deal ran out, and guess what? The bill doubled. Instead of it was $58.95, I think. It went up to $105. So now I gotta slowly work the bill down to get it back on, and then I'm just gonna cancel the cable. Because we barely watch normal TV. We don't watch the news because it's all fake crap. And it's way too depressing to watch most of the time. Yeah, we already tried to put it in my wife's name. They wouldn't let us do it because the bill had to be satisfied. It was going to be in the same person's in the last name of the last account. It's just life. It's how it works. My wife's spoken to the internet company before about our policy and plans and stuff. I have Xfinity. They're funky. They're right now they're charging me $100 a month because I still have the equipment that they say I canceled the policy on, and I never canceled the policy. Turns out after 90 days they cancel your policy and don't tell you, and then they keep charging you $100 a month for the equipment till they get it back. So as soon as I pay the $252 I owe, they'll waive the fees on it. Yeah, no worries, Epic. I don't expect anybody to donate, but it is greatly appreciated. Everybody's got it rough right now. Especially in the state I'm in. Connecticut sucks. It still baffles me that a state can brag about having the highest taxes in the United States, and then turn around and wonder why like 40,000 people bailed 3 years ago out of the state. Well, best of luck to you, Newell. Oh, sweet. Epic. DJ's in North Carolina. Nope, snag the tree. Let's go around the long way. We'll catch that on the way back. There we go. Oh God, yeah, I can't. I hear you, Noel. They're almost as bad as Connecticut. I'm only about 45 minutes to an hour away from the New York border. I'm on the northwesternish corner of Connecticut. I'm not in the far northwest corner, but I'm close to it. I'm about 20 minutes away from where my mother lives, and she's half an hour from the New York border, the back way. Go up through Kent and Canaan and pick up New York and Millerton. Nice. You're up about where Funnybone is, son. And Howard Bot. I don't know exactly where they are, but they're in New York. The Mitten State? I've never heard of the Mitten State. Minnesota? Is that the Mitten State? Sorry, I don't know my states. I can tell you, you never want to end up on the Jersey Turnpike, that's for damn sure. Michigan. Oh, you're Farmer Pearson's territory. Hang on, folks. Oopsie. I love it when you got cruise control set and the controller dies. It's awesome. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled programming. There we go. I'm not one to do particularly large field farms like this, but seeing as Lone Oak is in testing, hopefully for 19, and doesn't have seasons on console, I go back to a version that does. Plus, if you take your time and do it right, you can actually do a lot with these bigger field maps. And Jim Bob plays games that 58 episode stint on this map right before 19 dropped, and let me tell you, that man does some amazing work with his Let's Plays, along with Mr. Sealy P. I was talking to Rabbit Man about that in his stream right before he jumped off, and between Mr. Sealy P and Jim Bob, they can do a lot right up there with Daggerwin, who's on PC. Oh man, I hate moving, period. More power to you, man. I couldn't imagine moving that much between states. I had to move twice in 3 months. That was bad enough. Yeah, that was 9 years ago, though. Our little guy was only 6 months old. He's 10 now. Hi, King Bob.
Hello.
What's up? Speaking of the little guy. Summer's winding down for our kids. They go back to school on the 28th. In about another week, two weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks yesterday. And then Mom and Dad will have their days back, their peace and quiet back during the day. Oh, Ohio. Oh, bro. That sucks. It's life. It throws curveballs at everybody, man. Yeah, right, Tanya. Well, they did that once here in Connecticut when I was in elementary school, I think. They started the day after Labor Day, but they only did it one year and one time. And it threw my mother for a loop. She didn't understand it. She's like, what is the point of starting school 3 days before Labor Day and then having a 3-day freaking weekend? And I think the 1 year that they did start the day after Labor Day, it was like a test thing. And as Tanya pointed out, I think people kicked rocks about it. Nice. That's cool. We have to refill this thing again. You all, thanks for popping in, man. Much appreciated. We'll catch you on the flip side. Drive safe, my dude. get the worker going on this, and we'll go. Oh, so you guys, so everybody can see what I did here. So we got rid of the 1660s, the case 1660s. We replaced them both with two New Holland corn headers and the regular cereal crop headers. I know they're not massive, but this farm starts you out with a lot of stuff. The size being one reason why they start you out with two harvesters and grain, an auger wagon to chase the harvesters. The parkle blew up here by the field when we're working it. I kept this mower, but I don't know how long I'm going to keep this mower. I don't. They're not bad to use, but I don't particularly care for them. I bought a roller over here for the grass fields, which I have to look into because for some reason this did not put down a fertilizer state like it was supposed to. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because they had to be fertilized fully to begin with or what, but that's weird. Oh, there we go. Let's see what else. We kept the front end tools, the front loaders in the shop. We bought the New Holland big baler. That's the 4,500 liter baler. We don't obviously have animals yet. I need to get a proppy hopper so I can maintain the lawn, but I'm not. I'll have to buy that and reset it because I'm not driving that from the shop over here. I do not. I've heard of Landy Kid. I do not watch Landy Kid. Not my style. We have to change the color of this stole front loader too. I don't care for mismatched colors on stuff. So the T5 has the front loader, or not the T5. Actually the 1455 is the one with the front loader set up. So that'll stay the same. And I got, I'll bring it up on here. I bought the, where is it? The Horsch Maestro and the Pronto, the row crop planter, and the regular cereal crop planter, and the Terradisc 600 we kept because this is not a direct drill, so it has to be plowed and cultivated. I tend to think I am. I've done quite a bit of logging on 19 and 17. I have if you're not in my playlist for the 17 logging Let's Plays I've done, but there's quite a few in there. Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm waiting for seasons to come out because I want seasons on Oakfield. I'm kind of biting at the bit on that one. There's the 1455. It's got the solid fertilizer on it. It's kind of dirty. I gotta get a wash machine set up, pressure washer. And I typically don't run the 5X. I try to go normal time, but the 5X on a 6-day seasons period rotation seems to be actually working out fairly well. We finished up field 43 plowing this morning. Started on that on day one. Not a late start though, so I ended up plowing through the night. But yeah, the grass fields are all set. We're getting everything plowed up, and I only have the T7, and that's the workhorse, so that has to do that has to pull the Pronto and the Maestro. Alright guys, finishing up that last little strip there. I gotta wait. Can't set him off over here yet because he'll catch up to this guy. There's one little piece I missed on field 43 that I wanna get cleaned up. Right there. I missed the spot. Right A little OCD on my part, but I can't stand it. I see a little bit of red there too, but we'll deal with that. I try to go as long as I can Epic because of the fact my phone will drop signal and then lose the feed. But as long as my phone holds out, I went 3.5 hours a couple of days ago, or last week sometime, I don't know. But yeah, I've gone 6.5 hours in one stream before. Of continuous work too, that was the cool part. If you want to check out my logging stuff, I do have in my playlist Grizzly Mountain that I've had to do over 3 times. A lot of people know this. I lost the hard drive on my PlayStation probably about 3 months ago. Don't know what happened. I have a feeling I know what happened, but I can't be 100% sure. But I've had to reload the OS system file twice since it's happened. Yeah, Tanya, I do have unlimited everything on my phone plan, thank God. It's funny though, because the phone and the internet are through the same company, and because you have to have their internet to be able to get on their phone plan. And another way they're trying to screw me is if I don't get my bill paid off on the internet side, they're going to start charging me $20 extra per line on the phones, which is kind of BS. Because again, they shut my service off. I did not cancel it. Thank you, Xfinity. Appreciate that. I hope they're watching. This guy decided to jump over the line again. Oh well. We'll stop him at the end of the field. Yeah, he's going to run out anyway. Let him go all the way till he's done, and then we'll go fill it back up. Almost 5 o'clock in game time here, so not too bad on day 2. We should be able to get the rest of this field plowed and fertilized. Then we'll stick the sprayer away because I just realized I sprayed that field and I didn't want to, but whatever. And then we'll get the plow over to field, I think it's 34 over there. Start getting that plowed up and ready for sowing. I'm going to put wheat on this one here. We're going to throw some canola up on the lone oak field, and we'll wait a couple of days or a day and get soybeans in on 34. The new lizard truck that hasn't come out yet? No, I haven't. I know we got that fake wannabe Nissan Dually. Ugly piece of crap that it is. since I'm down here. We got a placeables, we got our pressure washer set up here. See how close I can get it to the propane tank there without violating it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I got it right there. Okay. Bring this out over here. I actually haven't been on 19 to look and see if any mods came out. They had some dropped yesterday, but they were meh. They were junk. I had some an update to the direct drill planter that made it direct drill, which should have been direct drill to begin with, from what I understand. This thing was filthy when I started the game. All the equipment had 0 hours on it, but it was all dirty and muddy. It's kind of funny. Awesome, man. There's a lot of console players biting at the bit on Seasons. Thank God they're using the PC players as guinea pigs. They're testing it to see what's screwed up and what's not. It's kind of funny. They're basically using them as beta testers to make sure they can get all the quirks out of it before they start getting it ready for console. Hi, Kevin. Oh wow, he's way down here at the end. Hey, Realismus and his team they're freaking amazing at what they managed to pull off. I'll never forget with 17, the PC gamers, oh, Seasons will never go to console, they can't do it, the scripting isn't there. It took one dude and a team of geniuses to freaking get it right, and they were able to do it in one shot. And they went, hey, we can do that, and they did. It was awesome. The newer version of Seasons is going to be a lot more challenging than this version, definitely, because you have to take into account animal age, weight, all that stuff. Their crop rotations is another new thing you're going to have to figure out. Everybody's having issues with figuring out crop rotation. I'm sure there'll be stuff that they have on Seasons on PC that we will not have on console because of certain scripting, but for the most part we'll have the majority of it from the sounds of things, which is neat. Well, Giants should wake up and actually make it part of base game, but they keep changing stuff, so the prior version of seasons isn't compatible with the new game. So, I mean, we didn't see seasons on console till I want to say October of 2018, and it took them. That's how long it took them to actually get it to work. That pile guy's cruising right along. Oh, no worries, man. Oh, really, man? You're gonna stop and miss that a little bit? Come on. There we go. Get that back on track and going. I might have to do that again. I may or may not lose the stream, folks. I just got the notification that the quality is insufficient to broadcast. See it pop up there. We'll see how long it lasts. If I can get an hour at least, I'll be happy. The unfortunate part of not having internet is I cannot, well, actually there's two. I can't do anything in 780p or 720p, and I can't do multiplayer. I have a wide variety. I do some Project Cars, the first one. I don't have the second one yet. Horizon Zero Dawn, RDR2, Mud Runner, the first one. I'm anticipating the second one coming out. What else do I play? Subnautica is another one. The Forest. I do a lot of different stuff. Farm Simulator is my primary go-to. I love this game. The last console I had was a PS2. And my kids kind of killed it, if that makes sense. They would play it till it would overheat, and then I'd have to take it apart, clean it, put it back together, and then they'd play it again till it overheated. And I did that like 4 times, and after the last time, I'm like, nope, you guys are done. Go outside and play. And it's still sitting in the same spot I left it, like 6 years ago. We didn't have a console in the house for years, and 2015 I bought my first Xbox One, and I ordered it with a bunch of different games. Forza 2, one of the Resident Evil games, I can't remember which one. Resident Evil Revelations. What else? It came with Minecraft. I ordered Farm Sim 15, which is where I got started on Farming Simulator. And actually, a friend of mine convinced me to buy the Xbox One so we could like play together and do stuff together. And then it wasn't 3 months later, he got rid of his Xbox and went to PS4. So we worked together. I kind of looked at him and threw my arms up. I'm like, bro! Then he convinced me a couple months after he got his PlayStation to get one. So now I have 2 PlayStation 4s and an Xbox One. And I have on my PlayStations, I have the digital versions of FS15 and 19, and I have disc copies of 17 for both. It's funny, when I bought FS15 for Xbox One, I played the game for like 15 minutes, and it doesn't really come with instructions, and I didn't realize there were in-game tutorials, so I never looked. So after like 15-20 minutes of first playing the game, I got upset. I got frustrated. I said, screw this, and I put the game away for an entire year. And it got to the point where I was getting bored with all the other games that I had. Like, you know what, for ha-has, let's try this again. And I started actually watching Arthur Chapman, a YouTuber that goes by Libertine20, Callum Throw is his name. He's an awesome YouTuber. I miss his videos to death because he was PlayStation 4. Arthur Chapman's PC. I found Mr. Sealy P, Daggerwin, and that's where I learned how to play the game. Was actually on YouTube. And as soon as I figured it out the second time, I played the game 24 hours straight. I overheated my Xbox. I was getting massive screen glitches. It was that bad. Looks like the rain's going to be setting in here in a little bit. It's starting to get kind of hazy. We'll put this away when I'm done. We'll get the plow over to field 34 and start tearing that up. I actually might skip the night before I do that, though. I don't want to pay a worker outrageous amounts of money. Excuse me. When I purchased my second PlayStation, I had a very good job, and unfortunately that job I no longer have. And when I say unfortunately, I left willingly because I finally realized after 13 years it was a dead-end job. And as goes with any corporate business, I wasn't appreciated enough. I'm not one to brag, but I knew my job better than some of the managers that I had as bosses, and a lot better than some of the district leaders that I had. So I left and went to where I am now, and I'm way better off for it. Yeah, we'll see, man. It's hard to say with Giants. They're kind of funny with their mod releases and stuff when they're testing. I mean, I know they're going crazy with seasons right now, getting all the kinks worked out of it, but, you know, that's typical for that kind of a mod. I know they started getting the geos out for them, which is cool. Close this down again real quick, get all the dust and dirt off of it, put it away. Hey, what's up, Big Papa C? Welcome, sir. How we doing today? I hope you're enjoying this fine Thursday afternoon. Oh, come on. Get hung up on a wall, really? There we go. The weight. I don't know what you're referring to there, Epic, sorry. Let's see here. My blinky lights on? Yep, alright, there's this. This is what I miss the most on 19. Tractors with air horns. I have no idea, sir. I can't wait, though. If I'm not mistaken, it's been sent out to Giants. I think it was sent out beginning of the week. Oh, like the counterweights? I haven't had any. Well, I don't really use counterweights, but I haven't had any problem with counterweights. Hey Dakota, what's up, dude? Hey JB. Good to hear, John. Let's see here. I haven't been on Washoe yet. I played it for a minute with Cows and Big Daddy and Totster, but that was the extent of it. We'll put in a headland and then skip 9 here. What do you think of the UFOs there, Big Papa? Yeah, patience is a virtue, man. They're working on it. It's like me with my internet. Patience is a virtue. I'm working on it. Yeah, they updated that on 19 there, Big Papa. And when it rains now, it rains. I did a little bit of work on Alps Panoramic by the Northern Sea there for a little bit. And it rained the first day I was on the map, and then 2 days later it rained all day again. Oh, the Colte plow? Oh, I'm sure somebody will port it over. There will be with seasons, Tanya. That's one of the bonuses. You'll be plowing for ages. Epic. There's a lot of people doing that on that map. I have that map downloaded on 19. I don't know if I'm going to do anything. The Aubad challenged me to work that map and see who can come up with the most interesting layout. Oh, she was talking about adding lightning. Which if you look up Yr1 on YouTube, he shows there's I don't know how long it is, like a 3 or 4 minute video of the seasons changing of the seasons, and it shows thunder and lightning, if I'm not mistaken. I watched it like 5 times. Awesome, Dakota. I hope you enjoy it, man. Big Papa C is an awesome YouTuber. If many of my moderators were in here, pretty much all of my moderators are YouTubers. Todster12, DJ Goham, Golf Cart Jockey, Farmer Min, Rabbitman39. He's an awesome YouTuber. He's over in the UK. Farmer Pierce, Lunatic Calm. Lunatic Calm is he doesn't do too many streams anymore. He's in a position where he's not able to, but he does join a lot of multiplayer games. One of the best parts of FS17 right there. Can I not skip night that? Nope, it's got to be 20 or 2100 hours. Oops. Okay, so we'll keep plowing. I am on field 34. I did the gold nugget hunt. Sold off one of the 1455s. Bought a T5 and a T7. Hey, Mid, what's up, man? Bought the Weaver plow, got rid of that stupid little Salford plow. Bought the Horsch Pronto and Maestro seeders. I have a bale trailer over at the shop I still have to pick up. I'm doing good, Mid. Thank you. Awesome, Dakota. I sold off both of the 1660 case harvesters and bought two TC590s. The loan's paid off. What I have in the account is it. There's no cheap mods. I've had 2 busy days. In game, anyway. I wanted to get going. I'm on a 6-day seasons rotation. U.S. Midwest Geo mod. This field is going to be soybeans. The Lone Oak field is going to be canola. And 45 is going to be wheat or barley. Okay, so that's enough of a headland. I can hire a worker now, I think. Yeah, second day of spring. And I'll be doing contract work and whatnot too. My goal is by the end of summer to have sheep in the sheep pen. So the 2 grass fields are going to get, I'm going to cut one, tet it and bale it. That'll be for the sheep. The other one's going to be just cut and then windrowed, and that'll be silage bale so that I can sell it to BGA. Hi, King Bob. Six-day seasons. Alrighty, Dakota. Yep. This is the last field to rip up. And I'm going to be using the Pronto for the majority of the first year. And I'm trying to decide if I want to get rid of the disc bind that I have or get a regular mower set up. Not really a fan of it. I use the disc binds a lot on 19. I never really gave them a shot on 17. I don't know what your abbreviation means there, Epic. My apologies. The 2 best plows in 17 Epic are this one. Oh, in 19, I use that little case straight edge plow a lot now that we have it, and I also use the Weeba version on 19 as well. I do use some of the moldboard plows. Depends on the map I'm working on. What's up with 19 on PC there, Zach. Welcome, by the way. They having issues with something? Well, which ones there, Big Papa? The moldboard plows or the rippers, like what I'm using right now? Yeah, same here on console there, Zach. There were, according to Epic, there were no mods today. Hi, dude. Oh, disc mines, yeah. We never had a disc mine on the farm. We had an old Ford sickle mower. And back when Grandpa Stoddard ran his farm. My brother still uses it today on the old 62 601. I say the proper tractor, not the proper tractor, but the tractor it was bought with 19. Let me get. Hopefully, I get this correct. It's a 1942 9N Ford Ferguson. Is what my mother's father bought that sickle mower with. It's got an old flathead Ford 4-cylinder. And the 601 is a 62 Jubilee. The 9N doesn't get used anymore. It suffered not a catastrophic failure, but a slight issue when my father was still alive and using it. He was using a brush hog on the back of it that was too heavy for the tractor, and he hit a boulder with the front wheel, and the front end came up off the ground, and when it came back down, the corner of one of the ears on the oil pan is actually bolted to the front axle, and it caught that ear and took a chunk out of the cast iron, and he didn't want to stress it or fracture it any worse than what he already had. So I think that happened in like 94 or 5 was the last time that tractor ran. My brother has it. It's up on Mom's farm. It's waiting to be worked on and fixed and put back together and put into use. When my parents moved out here from Indiana, my grandfather and my father relined the cylinders, put new liners in the cylinder block. Awesome, Big Daddy. Sorry, Big Daddy. Awesome, Big Papa. Nice. Zach, are you hooked to the internet? Because if you're not hooked to the internet, the mod hub won't load. Well, have fun with that map there. You can do a lot with it. Oh, there's my cue. Shut this down. Skip that. There we go. There's a little bit of frame rate job there. That was the biggest problem with season on 17. You always got a little bit of lag when you skip night. I've always been a New Holland fan, Big Papa. And I think you might have a bigger problem there, Zach Baker. If you're connected to the internet, are you hooked to a Wi-Fi or a landline? I don't know why either, there, Big Papa, because we never had New Hollands. We just had the old Fords. Alright, there's day 3 of spring. I have to wait for this tractor to get done so I can start sowing the field, so. And, yeah, we're not even a third of the way through it yet. Well, maybe a third. Almost a quarter-ish. What is he? Triple takers. Never heard of that. Okay, that's a grass field. I can keep going. I want to go over here. Let's see if there's a contractor on this field I can do. $17 minutes for $2,400? Sure, why not? Start. Ah, gotcha there, Epic. Oh, wrong field. Guess I'm supposed to be doing the one behind me. I like a lot of the older New Holland tractors. The new ones are just kind of too fancy for my taste, honestly. I like the old school stuff. Oh, sorry, Zach. I didn't realize that. Ah, no worries, man. See if I can get this lined up right and actually use the ridge markers. Well, they have that on PC. The scripting won't work on console for that, so we have to deal with the doing it manual. Your hotspot night might not be strong enough, Zach. I have that issue on mine sometimes on PS4. Yeah, I know you are, Zach. Maybe still, it might not be a strong enough connection. You might have to have your computer connected directly to the router. 24-meter planter would be epic. I didn't care for those little box tippers like we have in 17. I never used one, but I do have a farm on 17 that could probably benefit from one, but that's huge. Awesome. I gotta get juice for my vapes and new coils. I don't have any. No, Dakota's phone's doing funny stuff. There we go. Valid point there, Big Papa. I've never really done much with fruit trees on this map, or on this version. I plan on doing it on 19. I could probably work something into that. I'm definitely going to be doing it on my Golden Crest Valley map that I'm working on. I have big plans for that one. Oh, get over. Messing up my line here. Oh man, I love the Joskin tippers. I utilized those quite a bit on my first round on Ballincraig Estates. The 8,000 liter tipper. Loved it. Now I've got the Massey Ferguson tippers, the old Massey pack. No, that's was only designed for the cotton bales. Oh, overlapping again here. Dang it. There we go. Well, you can make one with that hook lift truck they got there, the SX Heavy Duty. I can make a dump truck on this for wintertime and put the snowblower on the 850 hook lift. Oh yeah. Hey, farmer man. Nah, not yet. I probably should be, but I don't know. I fell asleep the other night at 7:30, woke up at 9:30 and went to work, so I was pretty good. How are you today, sir? Welcome. Hopefully my phone won't be rude towards you today and drop signal at it right after you jump in. I finally got Lone Oak to download on 17, so I'm giving it a crack. See how well I can screw it up. Awesome. How goes the spraying and whatnot there, farmerman? I'm trying a lot of different maps this season, and I'm finding out I enjoy it a lot more than just basic gameplay. Awesome. That's cool. Hopefully we'll get some more live feed video from you this year. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, Big Papa. I haven't done too much with the John Deere cotton baler stuff that we got. I'm looking forward to it, Farmerman. Really, I am. With we were actually just talking about that not too long ago. the amount of stuff that they've incorporated into it, like crop rotation and animal weight and age, I can't wait to see it on console. Where is my tractor? Nope, don't need that. Wrong one. There it is. Seasons that on console. Eventually I'll get to PC, but for right now it's not in the cards. I'm in such a pickle life-wise. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. So on the plus side, I might have my hoopty on the road here in a couple of weeks. Instead of getting like 6 miles to the gallon in my Jeep, I'll be getting like 30 miles to the gallon in my little Corolla. Looking forward to being behind the wheel of a Toyota again. Alright there, Big Papa. Appreciate you jumping in. We'll catch you on the flip side, sir. Much appreciated. I like lasagna too. I'm like the human version of Garfield when it comes to lasagna, especially homemade stuff. My first car was an '85 Toyota Tercel hatchback. I was no smaller than I am now, and that car went through hell and back. I beat the ever-loving crap out of that car till it got sent to the junkyard. You know there, Big Papa. Just another night of taking care of techs and counting part numbers. Hi, Stuart. Hi, King Bob. I'm not done yet. This field done yet? This field is nowhere near being done yet. Dang. That is a good question. I miss golf cart. Oh, if he's driver training, I highly doubt he's watching me. That's a no-no. Oh, folks, I've got at least another, I don't know, I'm going to say hours worth of plowing here before I can get any more work done. So I'm going to let y'all go, and hopefully I'll be back at it here in a little bit, maybe after supper. I got another hour or so before dinner here. Might be back on this, might be doing something on 19, might be doing something on Subnautica. We'll see. Or I might just actually take a nap. So I appreciate everybody jumping in. Tanya, Zach Baker, Farmer Min, Big Papa, Epic. You as well, there, Farmer Min. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, sir. If you haven't already subbed, please do. Thumbs up always help. If you want to share the video, please be my guest. Have at it. Any comments, questions, and or suggestions are always more than welcome in the comment section below. Any donations are not expected but are greatly appreciated. It's helped myself and my family out immensely in the last few weeks. For those of you that have, it's greatly appreciated, more than I'll ever be able to make it known. We'll catch y'all on the flip side, y'all. Much love, God bless, and bye.